scientists would go to the lab, do experiments, and gather different clues, and sit together with all this information and use their brains to put the puzzle together and figure out the reason of the disease. At Envisagenics, we have created a technology called SpliceCore that can replicate this process millions of times per minute using cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and biological data extracted from patients.
Our science is dedicated to trying to find a treatment for people with what we call age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. So what we're really trying to do is accelerate the way that we get new treatments. And to do that, we have to better make the diagnosis. We have to understand that there's different flavors of disease. And if we could distinguish those flavors, then maybe we'd be able to find a treatment that very specifically is targeted to those flavors. And we came up with 3 technologies. The first one is a brand new way to take pictures inside the eyes of these patients. The second thing that we do with that is that we can take those new images and we can use artificial intelligence to help us analyze them. And the third thing that we want to be able to do is, if we could understand how the genes and the molecular biology relate to the pictures, then we can put the right patient into the right clinical trial to test the right drug.
Every drug has a target in the body, and it can be very challenging to find a drug for a target that you know would treat a disease. If you think of a drug interacting with its target as a key fitting into its lock, the traditional approach to computationally discovering drugs has been to search through all of the keys in existence and find the best fit for that lock. This means that for a very different lock, such as one that has only recently been discovered, your chances of finding a key that fits well are very small. At A2A, we're looking at the lock. We're looking at its shape, its size, its properties, and building virtual keys from scratch. We're computationally designing hundreds of thousands of molecules, where each part of those molecules is designed to specifically match the target, and then using machine learning to tell us which ones are the best to make and test biologically. With this approach, we can discover more potent and safer therapeutics.
At Envisagenics, we are very passionate about building comprehensive artificial intelligence solutions, and that means AI that not only makes predictions, but also tells you why predictions are good.
And I will say it's personal, because I am a retina doctor and I watch these patients every week, every month. And I hold up my lens and I look inside their eye, and then there's nothing I can do. And I find myself apologizing to my patients all the time and saying, I'm sorry, I wish I had something. So the challenge is to find that something and to be able to deliver it myself.
It's a very long road to getting a drug to treat a patient, and A2A operates in the very early stages of that process. But I truly believe that our work could change how we discover drugs going forward, and lead to new treatments for disease. It's very easy to motivate yourself when those are your goals.